You are familiar with machines like the electric fan, sewing machine, suction pump, electric grinder, flour mill, etc. We use machines to reduce the labor and time required to do something, to do work of uniform quality with greater ease. There are many kinds of machines. Some machines are simple while some have a complex structure. We use many gadgets to do our everyday chores with greater convenience. For example, the grinding stone we use for making chutneys is also one such gadget. Such devices with a simple structure are called simple machines. A heavy box is to be loaded onto a truck. What can we do to make this job easier? Of the two methods shown in the picture, which is more convenient? Which will save us more labor? When loading boxes onto a truck, it is easier to push them along a sloping board rather than lifting them up. A sloping plank of wood or a strong steel plate or a slope constructed from masonry can be used for the purpose. A slope used in this way is called an inclined plane. An inclined plane is a simple machine. Try this. Sometimes we use a screw instead of a nail. We use a screwdriver to turn a screw and gradually push it into the wood. If we turn the screw in the opposite direction, we can easily take it out too. A screw is a kind of inclined plane. We build a circular road to go up a mountain slope. This road is longer, but it reduces the effort required for climbing. The screw does the same. Hence, the screw is a simple machine. Try this. Take a wooden plank, place it on a brick to make an inclined plane. To its end, which projects over the brick, fix a spent reel of thread. Fill an empty matchbox with sand. Tie it to one end of a string and place it on the plank. Pass the string over the reel. Tie different weights to the other free end of the string to find out the weight required to make the matchbox move up the plane. Note this weight. Now place the plank on two bricks to increase the height and repeat the procedure. You will see that now a greater weight is required to make the matchbox move. Pulley. What device do we use to make it easier to draw water out of a deep well? We use a wheel with a groove on its rim fixed on a strong support. Such a wheel is called a pulley. Because of the pulley, the rope of the bucket is pulled down diagonally rather than straight up. Thus, it becomes easier to pull. The pulley is a simple machine. In construction work, a pulley is used to lift the wet cement concrete up to the higher floors. Lever. It is difficult to open the lid of a tin box with one's fingers. Similarly, it is difficult to move a huge stone aside. But these jobs can be done quite easily using a stiff rod. A farmer uses a crowbar to move a boulder stuck in a muddy field. He pushes one end of the crowbar under the boulder and rests the bar on a small stone. He applies a downward force on the other end of the crowbar and easily moves the boulder aside. He uses two objects to do this. One, a rigid crowbar, and two, a fixed hard support or fulcrum. As a result, he can balance a big load using a small force. A rigid rod that turns around a fixed support is called a lever. the lever is a simple machine. In this lever that the farmer used, the force is applied at one end, the load or the stone is at the other end, and the fulcrum is between the two. All levers are not the same as this. There are three kinds of levers according to the position of the applied force, the fulcrum, and the load. The farmer's lever is of the first order. The beam balance is also a lever of the first order. In levers of the first order, the fulcrum is in the middle. The load and the effort are on either side of the fulcrum. Bottles of aerated drinks have tight metal lids. We use bottle openers to remove them. The bottle opener is a lever of the second order. In this kind of lever, the fulcrum is on one side. The force is applied on the other side and the load is in the middle. The wheelbarrow is also a lever of the second order. A lever of the third order has the fulcrum on one side. The force is applied in between and the load is on the other side. When we lift a weight in our hand, we make use of a lever of the third order. Here, the elbow is the fulcrum, the load is in the hand at the other end, while we apply force at the forearm between the hand and elbow. The fishing rod with which anglers pull out a fish that has taken the bait is a lever of the third kind. Wheel. On a railway platform, we see carts with wheels used to carry luggage. Without these carts, it is difficult to carry heavy loads. It requires less effort to roll something along. Hence, it is easier to push luggage on a cart with wheels. It means that the wheel and its axle form a simple machine. Nowadays, we get traveling bags fitted with small wheels, which make it easy to carry our luggage on a journey. When a heavy box is to be pushed up an inclined plane, iron pipes are fitted across the plane. They help to push the box up easily. Here, the rolling pipes which act as wheels and the inclined plane are used in combination. Another advantage of the pipes is that the base of the box does not get damaged. We use many machines besides these simple machines like the inclined plane, screw, pulley, lever, and wheel. You are familiar with various kinds of machines in everyday use, such as the bicycle, printing press, sewing machine, and crusher. A number of simple machines are used in them. For example, in a big crane, there is a pulley at the top. When we press down the key of a typewriter, letters appear on the paper above. Here, the principle of the lever is put to use. Big, complex machines are made by combining together many simple machines. Whether a machine is simple or complex, it does not work unless force is applied. Care of machines. We have to take care of machines to minimize the wear and tear due to constant use. Dust settling on machines makes them dirty. Their parts wear out due to rubbing. Some parts may rust. This spoils the machines. To prevent this, machines must be looked after well.